fascinated me down in your gaze. I found the key. 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 I was weak. I found the key. Down in your face, I found the key. I
We talked about a little bit about Toronto, a little bit about like your your beat making, like history, I guess. I was kind of curious too about like where, because you're part of MEC, Maximum Efficiency Crew. Is that the only crew that you rep? FAM, right?
Yeah, fam, yeah.
Is anything else?
Well, like, and then just Netcrack, which Netcrack isn't really a breaking squad. That's my
Yeah,
music group. Yeah, those are the only two crews I rep. Like, I was, I was part of Style Lords back in the day. I
oh,
was down with like my original crew, Ill Manners. You know what I mean? And it's still like Ill Manners for life. You know, those are Ill Manners pretty much got into fam. That's pretty much what it turned into, really.
okay.
And then like like AOK. That's a little like like you start a couple of like joke ass like homie crews. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah,
Yeah.
I chill. Like anytime we're around, we're gonna rep. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But for the most part, like yeah, I really just rep fam and MEC on a breaking tip. You know?
And Le Mans, right?
And Le Mans, yo, Le Mans. And
But that's like
that was,
what you're talking about. The little groups of the
yeah,
homies and stuff. And you just, yeah.
it's almost like it's a moment in time. You know what I mean? Like you really encapsulate that. And it's like as soon as you said that, like I remember like that store that we saw. I remember like me thinking I lost my passport. Like it's just like everything comes back. Like the ice
Yeah,
cream
yeah,
we got.
yeah. But that's
Like
like in a lot of ways like the idea of a crew, like
yeah,
it's we're just in like a different time than when breaking started. Like when breaking started, it started in that small
shoot,
area, and it was easier to have
you're like,
people.
hold up. And I think it's me.
Are we
All
caught
right,
up?
I'll say that again.
Are we caught up?
All right, yeah.
All right, all right,
You're literally like,
all right. Yeah. Um, but yeah, like the idea of a crew and what is a crew and that kind of thing, like, we're in a different time and like so that kind of thing takes on maybe a bit of a different meaning than what it did like back then. But because like it's way easier to connect with people from all over the place and people travel way more and we're not like kids from like the ghettos. Like that's breaking is like everyone now.
no, absolutely. And like, I'm still someone that's like, yo, I rep my squad, like it's Sam for
Yeah,
life,
yeah, yeah,
MEC for life. Like I'm very loyal to that. But I also realize that's like part of my era as well. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, like to be honest, in my whole competitive career, I think there's only a handful of people I've ever repped with willingly that are outside of my crew. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't frown on that now because I just realize that's the new generation because it's like it's not only in breaking, it's in everything competitive. You see that happening now, right? Like it's been happening from time. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like even in like sports like the NHL and the NBA, like people aren't they're not retiring in the jersey that they got drafted in. You know,
Mm,
people move around because they want to you want to win, and I
yeah,
completely understand that because I've repped with my squad, and there's been times where I've known certain people they're not ready. You know what I mean? And I'm like, like let's do it, man. Let's rep the squad. And
yeah, yeah, yeah,
sure enough, homie crashes or he gasses out, and you're just like, oh, we lost that round.
yeah, yeah.
So
But like, you know, it sometimes it's not even about like just winning. It's like people, or just as you get older, sometimes you just end up living in a different city or something. So it's just natural to like you're gonna connect with a new crowd and a new group, and like,
Absolutely.
you know, like I still like you, I still rep my crew, but and it's hard to like really connect with other people sometimes to really be like, okay, I'll get down with this crew or whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, you know, if I always think like if you have that connection with someone, then it like kind of doesn't matter where you are, and if you see each other all the time or hang out, like if you have that like bond or whatever, or you've developed that friendship, like it doesn't
Yeah.
even matter.
Mhm.
Yeah,
No, absolutely.
but I still, yeah, I agree. Like you can't, like, I don't know. That's a whole can of worms to get into. Like,
Yeah, no, for sure. Like,
crew
I'm not,
loyalty.
at this point, I'm just not for or against it. I'm like, yo, if you want to jump around and rep with a bunch of people, do your thing. If you want to
Yeah,
rep
yeah,
your
yeah.
squad, but you know what I mean? Like, but it's also not something to brag about. If I win a jam with my boys, like, I'm not gonna be like, hey, this was my crew, no.
Are we synced up again?
So
Are you back?
I can hear you.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like occasionally it like lags out or something. Are you on like
Yeah,
I love for something?
whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know. I just feel like I'm also fortunate enough because right now it's like when it comes to the guys that are active in my crew, it's like there's only about 4 or 5 dudes that are active, right? And like one of them, like Beth's in Montreal, so it's like I don't see him that often, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like whenever we link up, it's peace, you know what I mean? And but it's like if I'm out here and you know maybe some of my next homies that I session with a lot, if they're like, yo, let's rep, I'm gonna go rep. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Because I like competing, I train, so yeah, I'm gonna go rep and I'm gonna go try to win, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's like sometimes it's just I think there's a difference between people like chasing fame and just people naturally falling into different groups, or like not necessarily growing apart from other people, but like yeah, like you know, there's physical distance. You live in a different city or whatever, and
Yeah.
you just those are the people that you practice with, and you kind of fall in with them or whatever. But as long as it's like natural and a real actual connection, like I mean, whatever, like people can do whatever they want. That's kind of beauty. It's like you know, you can't control what other people do, but you know, you just do the best that you can. Yeah, that's really all you can do.
Absolutely, you know what I mean? Straight up. And if you're gonna go rep, and you want to enter a competition and you want to win, you know you should have confidence and you know some type of familiarity or at least just confidence in who you're repping with. So yeah, man, get what you need. You know what I mean? That's been my saying. Get what you need.
Yeah,
You know?
so everyone's got like different goals too and what they want to do. Like some people just want to win, and other people like the win is kind of secondary to like the bond of the people that you're with, right? Yeah.
Repping, straight up. I'm just repping. You know, I remember last year we entered this one 3-on-3 last year called Rock Harder, and it was like me, Toby, and Beth, and the jam was long. You know, it was like I got there like 3 o'clock. Shit ended at 11. So I was like, we were well tired. You know what I mean? But it was just like
Yeah.
like you know, like we were there together. Though. So every time it came time to rep, it was just like, and then the finals came, and we lost in the finals. We were like, oh man.
What happened to our volume, man? My beer's over here.
Okay.
All right. I don't remember what we're talking about.
Enough about cruise or something.
Yeah.
I think you were like repping with Toby and
Oh yeah. But you,
something like that.
yeah, we made it to the finals, and it was just like it was a good time. And even though we didn't win, we still got to do all the rounds that we needed to do, got all the footage. I don't think any of us were ever really feeling the footage, but it was a good time. This is
Yeah.
Fascinating. avanti.